Well, we can't afford to lose touch with those teams, and we have to win games, and we have to win games quickly. And we have to find our best game again.
Yeah, it's Eddie Howe speaking after the game. He got spanked by Brentford 4-2. Let's go to Dom, who's a Newcastle fan. All right, Dom?
All right, Dom.
Look, you must be disappointed with the performances right now. It's not going well.
Away from home, yeah. I don't even think disappointing is the word. I think angry more than anything. I think the statement that Howe's just made is an insult to the fans. They weren't good today. They were good in the first half, but even then we still went behind twice. Second half, they were absolutely awful. You're chasing a game with 10 minutes to go and you're playing backwards passes. There was no intensity. There was no pressure. There was no desire from the players to try and get an equaliser. And I can understand. I can let go with us conceding a fourth if we actually had to go to try and get an equaliser. But it was non-existent. It was by far and away one of the worst performances we've had this season. And I think his time's done. And I've loved Howe and I've backed Eddie Howe the whole way, but I think his time's done. Yeah,
look, he's had an unbelievable relationship with the fans, and you know, credit to him, he got you to places that you ain't seen for a long time. But 12th in the table, 15 games in, and I'm watching you and I'm going, I don't know how you're going to get anywhere near top 6 at the moment, and you have to be there with the ownership that you've got.
Yeah, it's not going to happen this season. And whether that goes down to him not being back in the summer or us not making the correct moves in the summer, that might be part of it. I'm at a loss with it now because we've been horrendous away from home this season. We were horrendous today. I don't see where he goes now. I don't see how we take this forward. We're losing ground on the top 6, and we don't look like we've got a win enough. The confidence is shot. We look awful.
Yeah, look, there's a number of positions on the pitch that I feel you're not quite at it. I'm not sure about Nick Pope. I think Nick Pope has been a great acquisition for where you were to where you want to be.
Yeah.
I'm not sure long-term he's going to be good enough. I don't know what your thoughts are on that.
I agree on that. I agree on Nick Pope. I think Lewis Hall today was horrendous. It was horrendous in midweek, and he was at fault for 2 of the goals. I think he was at fault for the first from what I saw today. Central midfield, how Sandro Tonali gets dropped after having arguably his best performance in a Newcastle shirt in midweek. Anthony Gordon getting dropped for Harvey Barnes. Granted, it was a switch of sides and Murphy went over to the left. He was appalling today. The formula Newcastle play on is that we get it into the 6-yard box, we square it, and we try and tap it in. It's like how Arsene Wenger was.
Okay, Dom, let me ask you a question. Right? Where do you think Newcastle should be?
Without wanting to say it,
No, seriously, it's a genuine question. In the table, where should you be?
With the squad that we've got and with the backing that we have, we should be in the top 8.
When you say the backing you have, what backing?
Well, we're the richest club in the world.
No, but
PSR, we ain't allowed to spend it.
No, but
Dom, this is where PSR does.
Dom, I totally agree with you. Newcastle should be able to spend what they can and what they want, but the reality is you can't.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's the problem you've got.
Yeah, but they've still got good players.
They're underachieving. There's no doubt about that. They're underachieving. What I'm saying is they overachieved in Eddie's first season. They overachieved. They were outstanding.
I look at the back five. Apart from
they got injuries, right?
I know they've got injuries, but you know the back 4. You know, Nick Pope, as you said, I don't think he is. You know, the goalkeeper is going to get him in Champions League football. It does look like a bit of an average team at the moment. It does. Apart from Isak and Bruno Guimaraes in there, you look at the rest of the players and you're going, are they well beaters?
Well, there's Anthony Gordon.
Yeah, but he's not playing.
No, what I'm saying is, in terms of not today, Botman, right? Been out for a while. He's a massive miss.
Anthony Gordon and Isak are the 2 best players. After that, Bruno Guimaraes, I think, goes in there as well.
I think Botman's probably one of those. He's a massive miss.
But I'm not convinced that Newcastle really taking strides to move forward. I'd much rather have Wissa and Mbeumo in my team.
Right. We'll talk about those 2 in a second, right?
They're unbelievable.
Those 2 are good enough for European positions. And that's where they are, Brentford. I'm not dissing them. End of the season, they won't be there.
No, if they're outside of Europe, Brentford, come the end of the season, Mbeumo and Wissa are going to be top property.
And Mbeumo, I think, when you look at what might happen at Liverpool with Salah, I'm looking at Mbeumo, what he's capable of. He's a little mini Salah. Off that right-hand side, his left foot. I know no one's ever going to be a Salah.
He's 25 as well, so he's got plenty of football left in him.
Oh, he's got years.
I know.
He's got years
I'd have
left
him at Tottenham. I'd snap their hands off for him.
That boy there and Wissa off the other side offers equally as good a threat. I mean, the pair of them scored today. They
score every week.
They almost mirror one another, the way they play.
Yeah, they're so good.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.